Why did it not? Profile. Okie doke, okie doke, doke. Copy a link to tweet. Whew, boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Exit out of Twitch. I don't need that open. I don't need you open. Why are you here? Dear Lord. Let's see here. Announcements. At everyone. Send it now. Streaming's good. Streaming's stable. Streaming is stable. How many drop frames do we have? No drop frames. Hell yeah. Hi, Susie. Welcome to the stream. Howdy, 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 howdy. It is going to be just a few minutes while I get things set up. We are still having concerns with Twitch muting sections of my stream when music is playing and I am not talking. Despite me having full legal rights to display this music, and I have no recourse to say, hey, maybe unmute that section of my stream, please. And Twitch says, no, you're not allowed. No. I'm like, well, that's rude of you, but I mean, I guess I don't really have much legal recourse, you know? Well, I just gotta live with it. All right, pop that here. Hi, Estelle. Welcome to the stream. I need to self-promote here. I think that's all the places I gotta self-promote. Good. How are we doing today, everybody? I literally just got home. I got out of work at 3:30, and my beautiful wife said, I am hungry. What's for dinner? And I'm like, well, I don't really have anything planned because I am streaming. Would you want to get something while we're out? And we talked about it for a second, and we're like, okay, yeah, let's go get Bojangles, right? Because I don't like Bojangles much, so my wife rarely ever gets it. But I was like, you know what, fine. You know what, it's cool. They have a new chicken sandwich. I want to give it a shot. Let's go get Bojangles, right? So we go to Bojangles, and we get in the line, and it was like a 20-minute wait for the fast food. I mean, I understand. It's like we live in a society, we live in a difficult times. People aren't willing to work in fast food anymore, and I don't blame them. But we were in that line for like 20 minutes just to order, and what felt like another 30 minutes just to get the food. And I didn't mind waiting, but the entire time just goes looking at the clock, and she's going like, aren't you streaming? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna say you can't get your Bojangles because I have to play Minecraft. Like, what the fuck, you know? Like, I'm not that much of an asshole. I need to actually verify that something is working. Alright. That seems to be good. Okay. Leave that be. We'll just leave that be. Alright, we'll give it a few more minutes, then we'll get started. How are you all doing today? I should ask. It's Friday. It's the end of the week. It's the end of the week. Oh, thank God. I had yesterday off. The way my schedule works is that I am the gopher, and I fill in for when other people in my department are gone. I have like an official status, like official job name, but literally I am the backup for when people take vacation, so that we always have someone working. So when everyone is there and someone has to like move their schedule around to like make way for a doctor's appointment or something, my schedule is getting affected. So we have 2 people in laundry who are like the full-time, well, I mean, I'm full-time, but you know, we have the 2 people in laundry who are like, this is the morning shift person and the evening shift person. And when I work in laundry, I'm smack dab in the middle of both their shifts. I come in halfway through morning person's shift, and I leave shortly after the second person shows up. Normally, if there are all 3 of us in laundry, I get taken and moved over to housekeeping to clean the main building. I clean the offices. That's my job. But sometimes the stars will align, and the regular housekeeper will be working a full shift the same day that both the morning and the evening shift persons in laundry are working at the same time, which means that there's I'm redundant. I'm utterly redundant. I don't need to clean an office. I am not needed for laundry because, like, there's already 2 people here and they have the entire day covered between them. So I am completely redundant. And rather than stick around and just not do anything for 8 hours and be bored, I just tell my boss, like, bruh, you don't need me today. Like, you just don't need me today. Like, verify that no one's planning on, like, being sick. But, like, if I can just not show up and still keep my job afterwards, I would really appreciate. My boss is almost always like, oh, yeah, no, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Because even if I'm taking time off, even if I'm, like, using my PTO, those are hours that she doesn't have to pay me for. I've already earned those hours, so I would have got them anyway. So, like, it looks better for her budget by the end of the year anyway, if I make sure I'm only there when I actually have to get paid. I had yesterday off because of that. So I had to work today because Friday is the day that I'm needed. I'm the only one in laundry at all because the other 2 are taking their days off. My boss is really nice. My boss is really nice. She's logical. She is common sense. She is a good person. We only very recently really started to, like, connect as, like, people. Beforehand, my anxiety made it so I refused to have any sort of relationship with my authority figures outside of I am the employee and you are the boss. But after I started taking my anxiety medication, like, she noticed an obvious change and she was like, yo, you doing good? And I'm like, bruh, I'm doing so much better now. And she's like, oh, good for you. So we kind of bonded over that. It was nice. She's a good boss. One of the main reasons why I haven't left the job that I'm currently in. Like, I got some pay raises. They gave me 3 pay raises within, like, a 3-week span, as various changes within the company and my yearly renewal came up and all that jazz. So they ended up bumping me from still less than $15 an hour, but they ended up giving me almost full $4 raise. It's still sub 15, so, like, it could be better. But it's high. It's enough that I'm like, okay, for the amount of work I do and for the good environment that I am in with my boss and everything, like, this amount of money is fair enough. Like, I can live with this for now. So between that and she's just a bro, I have no plans on leaving anytime soon. I would like to be a streamer more often, but more money. God, I would love more money. But they just give me 3 fucking raises, so I can't, you know? All right, we've been live long enough. I'm gonna sip over to here. Bloop. I never timed that transition right. I go for a drink of water. I'm like, I have time to swallow this. I don't. Howdy, farm hands. My name is Gata, and welcome to the stream. This week we are back on the Mercury SMP server. We have some stuff that I have planned that I want to get to. Last time we streamed Digimon Rumble Arena. Why am I smiling so wildly? Because I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy to be streaming. It's been a good week to be a Gata. Not a lot of really big things happened, but, like, some good stuff happened. Some good stuff happened in my life. So I'm no happy, only you and okay, fine. We'll go over, we'll play. We'll hang out with you in a second, okay? Calm down. Sheesh. My wonderful ex-roommate Seth is no longer an ex-roommate. He's moved back in. He came and hung out with us yesterday, and I've missed that fucker. I've missed him so much. He got a job back in the area and was like, well, shit, now I gotta find a place to live because where I moved to is no longer viable. And, like, he messaged me yesterday morning and was like, hey, can I crash on your guys' couch for a night? Because I need to be somewhere in town first thing in the morning, and I don't want to have an hour drive before that, get up real early. And I was like, bruh, you don't think the moment you said you needed a place to stay, we went into the guest room and made up a bed for you? Like, we went out and bought new sheets. Like, the mattress you left behind is still here with the bed frame. Like, I stopped short of putting a mint on the pillow, for crying out loud. Like, come on, get over here. So he came and he hung out, and he's gone again tonight, but he's gonna go get his stuff all packed up and be moving in over the weekend. So that's good. That's good. I love Seth. Seth's a good guy. He's a good guy. I love having him as a roommate, so I'm really happy he's back. Real happy he's back. I should have gone full mint. I really should have put a little chocolate on there. You know? Fold the towels, put a little shell. Put a little card. This is like, how is our service? No. He's lived with us before. He knows that we're a bunch of trash people. He knows that the house only gets clean when I'm in the mood, and that's very, very, very rarely. Someone's pinging me on Discord. It's probably just a bot being like, did you know that you're online? Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. Did you know that you're streaming right now, Gotta? Holy shit, I had no fucking idea. I had no goddamn idea. It's a good thing that this bot is here to tell me, because... whoo, boy. Whoo! Alright, let me just double check. Okay, everything's working the way it needs to. Let's go ahead and let's switch over to Mince Raft. And I press a button and... whoops. Button, come on. There we go. There we go. Alright, where am I? I am in a hole. Oh, this is where I logged out last. Okay, alright. When is the last time I had the Minecraft subtitle? You mean... what do you mean? Like, when was the last time that I streamed Minecraft and had the subtitle on my stream? Or when was the last time... did something just shoot at me? Yep, nope, we got a skill bum. I have made some serious... ooh, you need to fix that. Some serious changes to the farm. Alright, here we go. Here's the farm. We need to rush... oof, golly gee. Golly gee, everything's spawning. Let's go up to my... in-game sub that says Mince Raft. Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I haven't paid attention to that whatsoever. All right, hop in bed. Oh, when I open the game, I have mods that replace that text. So, I get everything but that. I get everything but that. Okay, so, changes to the farm. We're gonna start up here in our cloud storage on top of the magic beanstalk. I think I did this last stream, where I finished up all of the, we did this last stream because we put together the pumpkin farm last stream as well. So that's not new. So this sorting system is technically all in place. We just need to actually set up the filters because they're currently empty, with the objects that we want to filter out. In the time since, I've added a new one for oak logs. I went on a deforesting spree and completely redid the forest surrounding the farmland, so I can get a lot of oak for our next build project, which is going to be the house, the farmhouse. In the week or so that it's been since we last played, I've been doing a little bit of AFKing up here, waiting for the pumpkin farm to generate more and more pumpkins. And, alright, you'll be happy to know that in the hours of playtime that I have spent just sat here while doing other stuff, just idling on the server, we have generated a grand total of 5 pumpkins. Now, I know what you're thinking. 5 pumpkins is not a whole lot. And you know what? You're absolutely fucking right, it's not a whole lot. 5 pumpkins? I spent like 8 hours with Minecraft just running in the background, letting things happen while I went around and did my day yesterday. And this is all we got. This is so fucking slow. I'm actually really disappointed. I don't know why I assumed the tick speed for this would be greater than it was. I was like, oh, I don't need to have a multi-module pumpkin farm. This one will do fine. No, absolutely not. Absolutely the fuck not. So, not today, because I don't have all the redstone for it, but we're going to have to expand this significantly, because Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus tap dancing Christ. It's just 5 pumpkins. This is it. And like, I checked the system. I'm like, are they getting stuck somewhere? There must be more pumpkins. No, literally just the 5. Just the 5. So I'm going to need to drastically expand upon this if I want to follow through on my plan. Because you guys know that I am playing with various resource packs that give me like hats. And, oh, I fell down a hole. Hats, armors. Like, I'm wearing armor right now but because I have a resource pack that changes it to, if you add hidden in the name, they become invisible. So you can see the skin underneath while still wearing armor. And my hat, my farmer hat, right? This is a renamed pumpkin. So my thought process was, if we can get a whole bunch of pumpkins, and I have like 27 levels on me, we can rename these pumpkins to match the resource packs, and we can go about to the other curios on the server and sell them hats. That's my big grand plan for making money right off the bat, because like, I mean, I have bulk items, right? I have bulk items, I have bulk produce. Honestly, that stuff is better for like getting emeralds from the villagers. Like, we'd be much more efficient to like use our various crops to get emeralds from the villagers. I'm sorry, my cat is beating his sister up. So if you'll give me just 1 second so I can whoop his ass, I'll be right back. Where are you? Alright, hold on. Sorry. I love my cat, but he's such a fucking asshole. Just an unmitigated dick. Anyway. It's F5. There we go. What was I talking about? Oh, hats, right. So, like, with all of the various crops that I have gathered up, like the hay bales and the beetroot and lots of potatoes, a shit ton of potatoes, I've come to the conclusion that we're actually better off selling these to villagers to get emeralds as opposed to trying to sell them to our fellow curios. In the time that it's taken me to get this many resources in a sorting system, people like San have gone hog fucking wild with farming. They were doing automatic redstone farms, and like, I have a decent field going, but I have to harvest all of this by hand. And the time that it takes to do that is just, it's a little ridiculous. So I feel like even though bulk crops is like my thing, we're not gonna make a lot of money off of that by selling them for diamonds. So if we trade them in for emeralds instead and use those emeralds to buy a resource that other people could use, I feel like that's going to be a better way for us to get our capitalism going. So with that in mind, my next thought was, well, what can I do instead to like get some diamonds? And I'm like, oh, people fucking love hats. People love to wear things. They love, what's the word? Cosmetics. That's the word I'm looking for. People love cosmetics. So my thought process is, since most people on the server are going to be using the same resource packs as I could spend some time using my levels and resources to make up all of the roleplay fashion shit. Yes, exactly. And sell that to them. Now, will they know they could get it infinitely cheaper by doing it themselves? Probably. Will they actually go through doing that, or will they just give me money to do it for them? Also, probably. Walk, fashion, baby. You completely understand. So that was my big plan for today was originally going to be, we open up a hat store. Hello, Stella. Welcome to the stream. But obviously that's not happening. And I don't have the resources to expand this right now. So that's going to have to be something I either do off camera or something we do next week once I've had time to gather some resources. In the meantime, I have a new section here. Which is where I've put, look at all this. Look at all this oak wood. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go over here and give you a bird's eye view again. So you may remember from as recently as last week, all of that was the flowering azalea trees. Pro tip, don't fucking plant azalea trees because you want the wood. The bendy bits, like it's like the fucking acacia, right? The trees have like various. You're seeing that, right? What is that? What is that in the distance? Hold on. See if I can't let it load in. Are those particles from a campfire? Well, now I'm curious. Stay there, apparition. I'll come ghost hunt you in a second. But no. So, the azalea, the leaves are pretty. They're beautiful. They look nice when you plant them and leave them there, but cutting them down is a nightmare because of how the logs constantly bend over and, like, wrap around each other. So getting this area to clear out was a time. Actually, hold on a minute. What are my frames at? 32? No, that's not bad, actually. Not bad. Huh. I'll see if when I get closer to the leaf, I had to up the leaf quality so I could see the blocks through them. I normally play with fully opaque leaves in order to like make it easier on my computer so we have better frames. But I forgot to turn it off. I turned that off before. I forgot to turn that off before I started streaming. So we'll see. We'll see how it looks when I get closer if my frames drop. So I've replanted all of this like 2 times, and I have a bit of a path going through the forest that still needs to be a little lit up, but the plan is that you see that this patch right here where there's not a lot of grass, that's the hole that we started the stream in. That hole leads to a bit of a rail system that takes us all the way to spawn. So I plan on building this up and having this be like the official entrance to my farmland, and having like various things in the forest that I can travel to, little witch huts and whatnot, and having lit up so that bad guys don't spawn and try to eat me while I'm going through the forest. But that's then. This is now. Let me get all my... I went some mining before I logged off yesterday. And I intended to be home quick enough in order to get all this going. So let's dump this stuff out of my inventory. My inventory will not be needing any of these, I do not believe. No, we should not need any. Only the gun for sure. No sticks in there? Okay. Here we go. Here's where I got all the various leaf blocks that we can use for something like bushes and whatnot in a second. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Actually, I also want to put you away, you away, you away, you away. I don't need any of this. I technically don't need any of the iron pickaxes. I do want an axe. And where did all my arrows go? Here's an arrow. I made a whole bunch of extra... Oh, here we are. Here we are. That way. We just need one stack. We got our double barrel shotgun. We got our cooked chicken. We got a couple of stone axes. Axe, baby. Ding. What else do I want? I feel like that's all that I really need for resources out of this chest. Is it already nighttime already? Dear God. That moves so fast. Oh, I chopped down the forest off camera. So you wouldn't have interacted with that at all. Let's see here. I need ook. I need the ook. We're gonna grab all of it. Yeah, all of it will do. All of it. And we're gonna sleep. Oh, hello, little firefly. I love you. We are going to go to sleep. Did I find the barrel? What barrel? What barrel? Did you leave me a barrel? I did not locate any barrels. Did you leave me a present? Is that what happened, Estelle? Alright. Geronimo. Sploosh. Alright, so, as you can see, the cart is no longer here. Ewan and I, we grabbed one end of it, and we pulled, and we took it all the way up on top of the hill there. Alright? I also went ahead and started, I haven't finished it, obviously, there's a gap here, but I've started making a pathway leading from our house to the beanstalk. I'm planning on cutting this out. This is gross. I don't like this. I regret making this. But this is the main path. I expanded the farm out a bit. You can see we got some more potatoes. We got more carrots. I expanded this upper area here, so now we have 2 levels of carrot as opposed to just the one that we had. It hasn't really upped carrot production much because of like the actual surface area, but we do have. I forgot about this area. I gotta plant some stuff over here as well to really branch it out. And yeah, we pulled the wagon up here. First thing that I did though, obviously I moved the fireplace and all that, is I pulled off the wool. The covered wagon bits, like, it worked fine when I was on the road, but now that I'm here and I want to build this up, I feel like having that artificial roof on really just limits our ability. So the plan with this build is going to be that we are going to start with the wagon, and we are going to slowly, bit by bit, tack other things that we find onto it. We're going to need to use some, like, regular materials, like so, to have some structure to it. But I'm thinking if we go out and find a shipwreck, we can... Actually, hold on, is that... No, that was just some land in a vaguely shipwreck-shaped... vaguely shipwreck-shaped look. I got real excited for a second there. But yeah, I feel like we take structures that we find out in the wild and cut them down and bring them back and tack them on and kind of build like a really ramshackle build that way. The first thing that I want to do, I actually want to take these wheels off. I feel like the wheels... Can I zoom in to make sure it's not a shipwreck? I feel like I should actually... I'm using Optifine. Why don't I have a zoom in button? Hold on. Controls. Auto jump. Turn that off. You don't need that. Let's see. Drop items. Swap with offhand. Activators. Advantage. C is zoom. Interesting. All right, let's try that. Oh, wow. There's no zoom in. It's just like... Anyway, no, this is a sandbar. I'm sorry if anyone has, like, issues with flashing images. I didn't think about that before I started pressing the button, and I'm very fucking sorry. Holy shit. I really hope I didn't set anybody off. I'm so sorry. Oh, fuck. Yikes! Yikes. Let's actually just... Oh, I can't see shit down here. I can't see shit down here. That is... Maybe? No. What is that? I see something off color over there. Hold on. I'm curious. Let me see. I need to get night vision potions. Because interacting underwater is not ideal when I can't see anything. Oh, I'm gonna drown. Alright. This is the off-color block. What? If it's just like a weirdly placed block of sand, I'm gonna laugh at myself. Because I'm like, ooh, shiny, something different, something new. Let's see, there's some fish. No, it is just a weirdly colored sand block. Alright, well that wasn't really worth my effort. Well, there's spawn at least. That wasn't really worth my effort. C'est la vie. I have the wood! Just make a boat! No. Only because I know it bothers you so much. But alright. Let's head back. The skybox that I'm using, when viewed through the water, actually looks pretty. I love the skybox that I'm using. It's so nice. How are our frames doing, out of curiosity? Let me just, while I'm swimming. Frames are still keeping stable. And we had a few drops in frames on the old stream front. But from my end, it looks alright. Everything looks okie dokie. Alright. So, with that in mind, the first thing that I want to do, actually, is tear down this little farming hut. I want to tear this farming hut down. I want to move it over and attach it to the cart. How long do you think I'll stream today? I'm aiming to go not 8 hours. I'm planning on streaming from 5 to 8 or 9 p.m. So 4-ish hours? 4-ish hours? Maybe a little less? That tends to be... Yeah, God, 8 hours. Yeah, no. I would never fucking survive. I can barely do this for 3 hours, much less 8. Like, calm down. 2 a.m. calls me. I'm sorry, Susie. I'm sorry. You can make it? Well, okay. Here's hoping. Fingers crossed. Here's hoping. You know, you can always just watch the VOD after the fact, right? Like, it isn't quite the same. I get that. But, like, you don't have to be here. It's okay. You need your sleep. You need your rest. You're a growing... Susie. You're a growing Susie. I almost called it beauty sleep, but I'm like, I don't like the implications of that phrase. Oh, I see. You want to bother me. Oh, Estelle. I can't believe this. Now you're mocking me. Susie, don't you want to grow up big and strong? The joke is that Susie is short. Someone just messaged me. Who is it? Oh, it is not my wife. So I do not care. I sleep so much. All right. Let's grab these wood. Let's grab these wood blocks, and I want to prop up this part of the wagon. Because I also want. Let's see if we can't squeeze down here. There we go. I also want to remove these wheels and place them elsewhere. Let's see here. Oh, there's already a single. No? What's this? All right, and oop. There we go. And one more right here. Okay. I want to remove these wheels, but I want the whole wagon to remain stable. Don't want it to fall over. There we go. Oh, I am out of space, but that's fine. We have this. Oh, we have technology. We are not cavemen. There we go. Let's tear all of this down. I do not have a big grand plan for what the house should look like by the time it is done. I just know that I want to smash something into the side of it and make it slightly bigger each and every time. Maybe we could take one of these wheels and make kind of like a windmill scenario going off of the front. I don't know what it would power, but we could definitely build. Hey, Fa, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where's the center bit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So center bit's right here. And then actually, if we go around this way, oh, I managed to center bit that perfectly as well. We are converting the wagon into a house today. That's the big plan. That's the big, big plan. And I have cut down a little farming house that we had over here. And I'm going to be slapping it onto the side. Or maybe on top? I don't know. I don't know, honestly. And I do have to do something with this. Maybe I could string it from the top and make it a flag when I'm done. Maybe tear it up and make a couple of strips of flag just to like decorate it a little bit. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. I do need scaffolding. I need scaffolding bad. I don't think any of the other curios in the server have bamboo just yet. I know San was asking about bamboo, and I was like, sorry, bro, I don't have access to any of that. And they were like, darn it. But yeah, scaffolding would really be helpful. Let's see here. I think what I want to do is I think I want to build off of this side here. I'm going to expand this flank out this way. And make sort of a lower bit where my bedroom is going to be. I think that's going to be the plan. So if I remember correctly, the farmhouse that I built over that away was a 3x3. I probably should have paid attention. But I didn't. Say la vie. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, and then plop this here. 1, 2, 3, plop this here. 1, 2, 3, and then this will just go back into the. Oh, I could probably do like something like this and like that. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, it's getting dark. Sun's going down. Let's pop into bed and sleep. Take a drink real quick. Fa, how are you doing today? How has your week been? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. My week went swimmingly, if I do say so myself. My beautiful wife and I just spent a nice week together. Didn't really go anywhere. Didn't really do anything. I did buy some new friends, which always gets people to look at me weird like, you did what? You've done what now? I purchased some new tabletop miniatures from the Dungeons and Doggies line, which is a line of miniatures that I am very fond of. Oop, there's that axe. Poisonally, I'm quite fond of Dungeons and Doggies. I got the original set a week or so back, And then I recently purchased the Cats and Catacombs first set. Let's make some of slabs. Yes, slabs feel right, like the right. Yes, that's good. I like that. I like that a lot. That looks good. And then if we take these oak fences, what I can do is I had 3 oak fences along here. I'll just push them out this way to make a bit of a window. So it's not so harsh and bleak. I can still see outside. Do I want to build this up, or do I want to leave it as is? I feel like I should probably build this up. Let's do that. Oh, they're very good. They're part of Steamforged Games, which is the company that makes them. And they are all themed around official Dungeons & Dragons classes. So, like, there's like a golden retriever wizard. There is a Saint Bernard druid. There is a blue tail tabby necromeouncer. They're very good. They're very, very, very good. I gotta drop some more stuff off, or I'm going to very quickly run out of room in my inventory to pick up the stuff that I am breaking off of the wagon. They're very cute. I think I put them on my Twitter and in my Discord a day or 2 ago, so you should definitely go check them out. I have no plans on painting them, only because that's not really something I'm, like, super into myself. Like, I understand why people like painting their minis, but I'm like, nah, not me. That's not my gig. Not a big fan myself. To each their own, of course. Let's go across like this. I think what I want to do is actually have kind of like a slant going on here. So, let's see here. So if I do a lip overhang, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that, and then I have a slanting roof coming down from whatever roof I build on top of this. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. I can work with that. This then needs to be moved down into this room here, because this is going to be like my bedroom. I want the bed like right here. There we go. And then actually, we could probably, I can't really do anything about you right now, but I could use the slabs that I got to, like that. Do I like that? I kind of like that. It does limit the ability for me to walk in and about. This is still a very small space. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe stairs is the right call. Maybe stairs would be the right call for this. Yeah, stairs are probably the right call. I just have to make sure to close my doors behind me. That's the only thing. That's the only real thing. Let's see. What else could I do here? I think I want to do one of these. Yeah. That's good. All right. And where did I put? Crafting table needs to go here. And then I'll put a couple of these extra barrels, just a boot, just here, there, and everywhere. Let's see, I have one more that I can just smack here. There we go. Sure, whatever. That'll do. Okay. So I know I want a slanting roof here, but I kind of want to build this up so I can take the wheels that I've used some of the stairs for, but that's fine, to make sort of a windmill kind of scenario. That's gonna need 3 block space for the windmill to fit, ignoring if we build off to make it look more windmilly. So that means I'm gonna have to build up by a significant amount, actually. I don't know how I feel about that. And what should we build it out of now that I'm thinking about it? Probably more wood is what we have. But, Well, in the meantime, I can finish do this, because this needs to be wrapped around. There we go. And then do the same over here. I need more signs. That's fine. Or maybe this section here will build up and have a ladder like on this middle section, and then we'll have like a bit of roof coming up this way, and then a bit of roof coming up that way. Okay, yeah. I can do that. Okay, so we got a 1, 2, 3. We could do another 3x3 area? Question mark? Yes. So that means that this, let's see if I can hop up here. This would be the next, where the next bit goes. How do I want to separate that? So from here, I'm already, consider, ooh! Oh, that's an idea for sure. Barrels for roofs? Okay. All right. I'm liking where that's a good idea. Because they already have like the striping on it, so it looks like the roof is like lashed to it. Okay. I am gonna have to hop over here. So 1, 2. So this is where 3 would be. So what I would want to do is then like right here and here. Well, I have to build off of that actually, as opposed to, yeah. I'm just making a big mess of things, aren't I? Just make a quick way up. I really need scaffolding. I really fucking need scaffolding. All right, so yeah. All right, and then break this and break you like that. It's gonna look bad for a moment. Well, hold on, actually, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, damn it! No, it needs to go over one more. It's got to go over one more. It can't be there. It'd be a 3x3. I am a fool. I am an utter fool. But it's okay. I will fix it. This goes here. Okay. And then we do something like this. All right. I need more oak planks. Here we go. All right. Cut this down. So again, the point of this is that I want there to be a windmill-esque scenario going on, using the wheels that were previously the primary form of transportation for this vehicle. That is the aim. But in order to do that, the wheels are 3 blocks high and 3 blocks wide, ignoring any sort of like fanage situation that I add to make it look more windmilly. So I definitely need at least 3, if not 4 blocks clearance. This is currently 1 block clearance. So we gotta go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Ow. 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 And then from here, we'll probably come back through and use a collection of stairs and slabs to give this very flat wall some more depth to it. But for right now, I just want to build the tower up. And we can worry about how we're going to like access it and whatnot afterwards. Maybe having like a basic, like if we're gonna have barrels for roofs, we're gonna have storage for days. Maybe having this be like, so there'll be a ladder here that goes up, and it'll be 1 or 2 floors that have just extra storage in them. Nothing on par with the cloud storage, mind you. But just for like the odds and ends that cloud storage can't really account for, I think that would be a useful thing to have. Or maybe move my bedroom up into like a loft kind of area. That could be fun. We're also gonna want to have more. Oh, the sun's going down. That fucking Look at how pretty that is. We're gonna stare directly into the sun. Look at how pretty that is. God. Minecraft can be so goddamn beautiful when it wants to be. What the fuck? Oh, wait, can you see the moonrise? The moon. She has risen. I love her. She's so beautiful. Ugh. Makes you think of my wife. I know that I always marvel about this. But like, God. Minecraft can be pretty when it wants to be. Hey, little firefly, you're a cutie. Alright, we need to drop down. Can I probably can't land on the bed, can't I? Let's try and land on the bed. Let's try and, okay. Can I? Oh, I actually managed it. I didn't bounce, but I didn't die either, so there's that. Alright. Let's go sleep. Set our respawn point. And there we are. Let's see here. You may as well finally install that skybox while you're waiting for food. It's a very pretty skybox. It's a very pretty skybox, okay? Like, so sue me, all right? It's very pretty. All right, what was I working on? Oh yeah, this here tower. Oop. Well, that was simple enough. I didn't do anything. Nice. This definitely needs a little bit of work. What if I did something along this line? We don't have corner oak logs, do we? Oh, we do! Oh! I thought that was a modded thing. Oh shit! Barking mad? Craft a bark? Holy fuck! I didn't know that was vanilla. Oh my god, this changes a lot. Holy shit! I had no fucking clue that was a thing. Oh my god, I am a happy gotter right now. I assumed it was from like one of Vozky's mods. I play modded Minecraft so often, I just naturally assumed. Holy shit. All right, where does... Okay, so it comes along here. Okay. So let's pop in. Yeah, this needs to be redone. The last bark corner block here, then another log. And then I guess we're gonna need more bark corner blocks now that I'm thinking about it. Let me do like a so. You do lose an oak wood in the process, but that just, it makes sense. That is a fine loss in my personal opinion. Let's drop this down. And then where are my planks? And we'll drag this across like so. All right, and then the ceiling is going to like be here. So like, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. All right, so let's get these out of the way. Like so. I actually want to craft a bunch of ladders. Crafting bench is over here. Let's make some bread. Let's get some bread. How do I make ladders again? Ladders. Oh, it's just sticks. Okay. Simple enough. But I am also going to want more log, more planks, and slabs. There we go. Do I have any coal aboot? I have no coal aboot, so I guess we're making charcoal, because I am going to want to light this up as I go to not risk being fucking swamped by varmints. All right, let's go up, 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 like this. Okay, and then how high do I want the first floor to be? Ow. Let's go up one higher. Okay, so this is going to be floor 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 blocks will be floor 2. Go. Oh yeah, I have more than enough logs for charcoal. It's fine. I can afford a few. I can afford a few. All right. So then up here is going to be, I guess, like the air quote clock tower. I guess there's gonna be a windmill on one side, and maybe I'll put like a viewing platform out. Actually, let's just real quick drop down here. How does this look right now? Well, I'm gonna fucking die if I don't eat some food. That sure is looking uneven. That sure is looking real uneven, if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. Let's... I'm not sure how to handle this. I think something has to be done to push this out a little bit. To give it, make it a little less blocky, which is an odd thing to say in Minecraft, but you know, work with me here. Let's actually try using some of these barrels to start on that roof, just to get a look for it. Just to get a look for it. I won't make more until I verify that I like how it looks. Let's go out this way. Let's go out this way. And we're gonna nerd pull up. So, whoops, right, I gotta shift. I like it, but I also kind of want it to go up. So what we're gonna need a lot of barrels, actually. We're gonna need a lot of barrels. All right, let's make a bunch of barrels. Those should be simple enough. It's just slabs and yeah. Ooh, it's only 8. It's only 8. What the fuck? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop up here. I'm going to do like a so. But these two here need to come off. Oh, actually these 3 here. And hop up here. Nope, that's not right. Stop that. Alright, fine. I'll do one of these. There we go. Alright, so that wraps around. And then we pop back up. Boop. And then I do need to cut you, my friend. And do one of these. Nope. And then bop, 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 bop. Alright. Then I gotta drop down. There should be a barrel around here. Or did it fall inside? Probably fell inside. Okay. I'm not against that. I'm not against it. But I'm not like a big fan of it either, if that makes any sense. I like the strapping on the side. But I don't like how there's like a lack of an overhang or anything over here. I'll probably want to end up putting some trapdoors around to like give it a little more, you know, just a little something. While we're here, actually, I'm gonna tear away parts of this wall, and then we're gonna do like this, and then one of these, and then one of those. Actually, I don't like that. Let's do one of these, and then down here, do one of those, just to give it a little more depth. Yeah, that looks that looks shittier. which is what I was going for. That looks shittier, which was the intention. So let's actually go around and make, I don't gotta do this side. I gotta do this side. This side, though, dear Lord, it needs help. Dear Lord, it needs help. All right, and then we'll drop this, and then one down here. A little bit of that, a little bit of this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Pop. Pop. And pop. Pop. Sure, that'll do. That'll do. We're going to want to do this up and down from the opposite side as well. Just to get a little more, just a little more to it, you know? You know? Yeah, you know. You get it. All right, so charcoal, sticks. Oh, up here. There we go. We got some torches. I can take this out. All right, grab these torches. And let us start lighting up our space just a smidge so we don't accidentally get any varmints joining us. Oh, and it's sunset again. All right, real quick, I gotta do something on my computer. Don't mind me. Okey-doke. There we go. And this goes here, and this can go here, and that should be good. Nope. What's that? All right. Sleep through the night. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Oh, good Lord. Oh, brisket is... I don't have the camera set up. I keep forgetting that. In Discord or on Twitter, someone ping me later and remind me to set the camera up so that when I stream on Sunday, y'all can see how cute brisket is. Because we have his cat tower within line of sight of my spot. So, like, I look over and he's being adorable, and I'm like, oh, I just want to give him little scritches and give him little kisses, and oh no, he's in the thing where he's rolled over onto his back while still curled up, and he's sleeping, and oh, my good boy. I love him so much. Shithead he is. Shit fucking head he is. Alright, so, let's take a look, see at the outside real quick. So, what do oak logs look like stripped? Okay. How do they look next to planks? They're lighter than the planks. Okay. Okay. Then the stairs. What I'm thinking of doing is actually instead of using the original oak planks that the wheel was made of, let's see, the wheel's going to start here. Oh, hey, Metal Bear 2! Thank you for the follow. You get a jolly jangle of the cheer bell. Ahem. Thank you! Oh, God. Do I need something darker? Darker would be preferable, but then I've gone and used this. So I feel like I either need to strip all of this, or I need to use stripped in place of the planks in the wheel itself. You have dark oak. Ooh, I don't really want to use dark oak just yet. I want to work what I have on the farm. When I have a dark oak forest nearby, then I'll start building using dark oak. Actually, can I? I can. All right. So, with that in mind, actually, can I make these blocks and then strip them? Is that a thing that this game will allow me to do? Oh my God, it is. Hot diggity damn. All right, can I get over here? All right, let's step back and take a look and see how that looks. Not terrible, but not great. Yeah, sorry, Metal Bear. This is a private server. I do not have control over the whitelist. I was invited myself by the server administrator. I do not have the ability to invite more people. Sorry, but you're more than welcome to hang around and see what we do. Take a look at my farm. This is the farmyard. We're working on our farming hut, which we're starting off from the wagon we used to drive in here. And this is my magic beanstalk At the top of which is my cloud storage. I'll never get tired of that. I'll never get tired of that. Okay, so let's do like so. Oop. And then put you here. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So then we need to start thinking about how we're going to make it look like a proper windy mill. I think what I want is a bunch of trapdoors. Feel like, God, I can see you smile. Don't say it. Don't say it, God. I said it. I said it. Does it actually reach cloud level? I don't believe it does. But that is actually because I do intend to make more cloud platforms around it as more automatic farms like the pumpkin farm get added to it. I think we can actually probably get an iron farm going on up there. Not a very efficient one, but definitely one. But that's not now. That's for later. That's for later. Okay, so I want to make trapdoors. I want to make... Oh, it's literally just oak planks. How many can we make? Only 2? I want more than that. I need more than that. Come on now. All right, make a whole bunch of these. Make a whole bunch of trappity doors. There we go. Much better, much better. All right, and let's go back up and take a whack. So my idea is that we have this vaguely circular shape, right? And if we assume that... let's see here. Let's do like that. Oh, that's not correct at all. That's the opposite of what I wanted. That's not really how windmills work, though, is it? No, it's not. This is more how it works. Ow. Huh. Not sure. Not sure how I feel about that. Because then I would have to come over here and do the same thing going down. It's supposed to be more of a windmill dealio, but I mean, you know, I'll handle what I'll do. What I'll take what I can get. Let's try putting these on sideways as opposed to that's not correct. That is incorrect, good sir. All right. I really need to get scaffolding. Here we go. Okay. So if we do one of those. Okay. And then over here, we do one of these. How many did I do? 3? Okay. Hold on. I think I'm onto something. I think I'm onto something. I don't know if it's a good something, but it's definitely going to be something. All right, and we'll just chop these down. Not needed. Oh, shit. Well, that certainly happened. Close that. Go back in the house. Close the door. Climb back up the ladder. Me and heights don't really go well together. I'll be honest with you. All right. What? What did you... Good lord. All right. Boop. 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 Hello, boop. There we go. And then from here, go out by 3. All right, let's go down the ladder that we've made. Just safely go up and down. and run outside and take a look. How does this look, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Kinda looks like shit. Like, I know I made it, but it kinda... Oh, you know what I fucking did? You know what I fucking did? I absolutely beans it up. From the very second the blades need to be thicker. You are absolutely correct. And I think I should actually be able to do something about that. Let's see here. Oh. Let's look at this blade now. Ooh, actually, I think that looks for like that one blade. That actually looks okay. Okay, unfortunately, we do not accept mods. Could you remove that for me, please? No self-promotion in stream, please. It's a little rude. Good luck with your transformation funds raider, however. I'm not quite sure what that actually means, but I wish you luck. Put wool beneath the door. That's also another good idea. If I were to use wool, I'd actually want to move the whole wheel out by 1. I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to do that. No, what I need to do is so you also feel the wheel needs to be white. And then up here. And then drop it down here. View. Okay, that's looking a little better. That's looking a little better. So if I match them all up properly from the inside. Hold on. We're going to we're gonna give this a fair shot, and if it still looks bad, then we'll tear it down and start from scratch. The best laid plans of farmers and non-farmers go awry. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. It's okay. I got this. I got this. Okay. And then here and here is where I want ouch. And then it doesn't matter if these flip the wrong way because I'm never going to flip them. So, local pumpkin-headed man makes his windmill out of door. I'm sorry. I am not wearing a pumpkin, if you don't mind. It is a farming hat. So there. All right. I'll eat my chicken real quick. And we'll drop down. And it doesn't look terrible. Oh, piss. I fucked it up again! This should be on this side, and this should be up by 1. No, it's fine. I can do this. I've been playing Minecraft for 10 years. I can fucking do this. Okay. Alright. I guess I gotta... God. Eat popcorn. Shut up. Your PNG. I was also Okay. I'm also smiling because it's my own fucking stupidity. Golly. golly. Alright, hop up here. Alright. Okay. I can do this. And then you have to go away. Here, let me pull it like this. Alright, and then boop, boop. Boop, boop. And then boop. But we don't want you here. So you can go away. No, you're not in this episode. Okay. And boop. And boop. Okay. One last look. This should be it. And if it looks okay, we're keeping it. It looks okay. It is definitely a little sparse. Maybe, you know what? Maybe adding some wool to the underside would be the best idea, actually. Yeah. Yeah, actually. Let me gather this up. And let me... I don't know if I have any... Actually, hold on. I haven't checked my mail yet. Hello? No mail. No one ever sends me anything. Come on, guys. You know where I am. It's supposed to be the giant beanstalk. You can't fucking miss it. Alright. Let's go see if we have any wool up in our various chests. We should have a few pieces. Let's see. Here's 2 pieces here. That's calcite. 3rd piece. More calcite. Alright. That ought to do us for right now. Just to get the one blade and see how it looks. If we like it, we'll tear up some of the cloth there for the cover, the wagon covering, and use that as part of the windmill. But let's start with these 3 pieces, just to get a look at it. And due to how blocks work, it has to be along here. Oh, actually, I can't. Ooh. Am I going to have to remove... I am going to have to remove. I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's try the other way. So we get rid of these. And then do blocks down here. Oak trapdoors there. No, I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like it. I would much rather it looks like a windmill that doesn't work than be this thick. You know? Oh, that's not correct. Oh, that is correct. Oh, that was correct. Let's nerd pull up. Or actually, what the fuck am I saying? I have ladders. We have technology. Cobwebs are definitely a potential option. Yes. Yes. Oops. Alright. Then, so... There we go. Okey-doke. All that. If only we could turn carpet sideways. If only. I think this is an okay look for right now. I think this is going to be all right for my current purposes. Can I get up here? Thank you. Ooh, that was a ladder. I wanted that. That's not correct. I want oak slab here. stairs there. I want like so. And then up there. Just to give it a little, alright, just to give it a little extra pizzazz. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's take a step back and take a look at how it's looking so far. Like shit, but that's exactly how I wanted it to look. So if anything, we are 100% on track. Alright, let me make a few more barrels. I need more planks and more... Alright. Let's go ahead and just take another stack and make it. Then make some of these and make a bunch of barrels. 32 barrels. That ought to do us. That ought to do us. Alright. So I want... like so. How does it look with a lip on it? I like the lip, actually. I like the lip better. Hi, Ariel! Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, my friend? We're working on building up the, let's see, I think I click it like here? No, that's incorrect. Do I click it lower? Yes. We are working on building up our cart into a proper house. Because we have the cloud storage now, we need somewhere to properly rest our head. So we are kind of just tacking things on to the old wagon here. Let me pull back so you can see it real quick. This is what we're working on so far. Oh shit, I am so sorry. Are you gonna be okay? Question mark. I doubt there's anything that I can do all the way in Florida, but please stay safe, friend. Please, oh please, oh please stay safe. I'm going to need more stairs. More stairs, more stairs. I guess I'm just gonna have to keep making more logs. You're over in Cali, right? Dear God. The fires are far away. The wind just traps smoke inside the valley. Okay, alright. So like a reverse Nausicaa. Like literally the opposite of the point of Nausicaa. You live in Utah. Dear God. Okay. So I'm going to do one of these, then one of these, and then one of these, and then I'll climb up top and do one of those. You know what I mean, one of those. Once the day has properly been switched back. Let me take a sip of lemonade real quick. Delicioso. Delicioso. Alright. Let's see here. So I've marked up that side. I gotta mark up this side. So it looks a little more shit. Or, what are we missing for balance? I feel like this is a fairly balanced build so far. Actually, no, it's perfectly... The main issue is that this has a big chunk coming out here. And nothing on this side. Part of me wants to put a porch off of this side, like a balcony. But maybe that should wait until we do a layer above it. Yeah, maybe a layer. Maybe we could do a layer above it first. How does the back look? Let's climb on top of the wool covering here. Very flat. Very, very flat. Ugh, too flat. Ugh, no thank you, don't like that. What can we put back here? It would be cool if redstone could make the windmill move. If we had the create mod, yes, we absolutely could do that. But we don't have that on here. That is a forge mod. And we have not forced anyone to use... I don't think I could actually stream on this server if I had a bunch of forge mods running in the background. My computer just could not handle that. Let's do... Oh no, my axe! Ah! That's right. Let's go get some cobble from the cloud storage. Hup. And make a few more axes. Oh, does that make redstone easier? Oh, no, my friend. I will send you a video in the Discord because it is a fucking bonkers mod. I'm not even gonna go into it, but like I'll show you. You'll see. Here's a stone axe. I have iron around here somewhere, I think. Here's another stone axe. Oh, here's some iron. Do I have sticks? No sticks. Yeah, no. Estelle, go ahead. Drop the video in the Discord so people can like look at it real quick. It's fucking bonkers. And come back when you finish seeing it, because it is a time. I could never. Alright. So. No, actually, I need more food, don't I? Let's grab carrots. Thank you, Nightbot. Thank you, Estelle. Alright, these carrots will do for now. Alrighty then. We have our axes. Let's drop down. Boop. Like so. Boop. Maybe we could have a lower wheel and then two small wheels above it so it looks like it could be like clockwork in the back. I think that would be cute, kind of cute. Have I seen the parkour with Create? Not really. I haven't paid a lot of attention to it. Like, I know that it exists, but I haven't, like, seriously taken the time to be like, oh, that's what this does, you know? All right, so let's put the wheel here, I think. And then, like, so. Oh, that's incorrect. Lol. All right. Here. Nope, that's too high. Where did they go? Oh, phew. I was like, oh my god. I thought they disappeared forever. I was like, what? No, I wanted those. All right, you go here. And then you go here. Okay. And then I strip you and you. All right, looking good. I'm going to need a few more of these. I need one up here and one here. Then strip. And then I need a block to stand on. So I can place you... Yep, that's not going to be correct. Alright, let me come over here. There's that. And then over here. Here's this. Alright, so we got one wheel on the back. Alright. Hi, Neb! Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday! Happy Friday! And then, I think if I can... Nope. I thought wrong. Golly gee. It's alright. I should be able to hop over here. I'm going to place this one like... Oh, well, I'm here now. This one like so. Break this up. Pop over here. Like this. Okay. And then do something similar here. Oh, that actually worked out in my favor. Alright, so let's pop over. Whoops. Let's chop this down and take a step back and see what these wheels look like when they're in place along the back. They don't look great because of how the back of the wall looks. What can I do about that? How does it look from the side? Does that give it a little extra texture? It does. Actually, with the wheels, with the clockwork wheels coming out of the back, it looks like you wind this up and that's what makes the windmill go, or maybe the other way around. That's an interesting premise. I kind of like the idea of a clockwork kind of. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? I mean, we're doing this now. Maybe in the future I can upgrade these from wooden gears to copper gears. Because there's copper stairs, right? Yeah. Okay, so we'll do it with wood now. And then eventually I will upgrade them into copper once we get into copper. And it'll turn into a proper clockwork base. Okay. All right. I will need someone who knows how like electrical wiring and stuff works, because I do not. But that is a problem for future me, not current me. Copper and cut copper. Okay. All right, let's do one of these. And then one of these. No, that's not going to work. And then one of these. And then one of these. There we go. And then pop one of these up here. And like this. Then we're going to need one of the... Oh! Well, down I go. I think having a couple of holes in the walls here and there would actually really help make this place look even more ramshackle. Okay, all right, yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Let's cut you and you. I will put you here. Put you here. Okay. Giving it a little more depth to it, giving it a little more dimension. Oops, I've fallen down a hole again. Copper and cut copper sounds like a very good idea. Poisonally. We gotta cut some... Oh, I walked into the fireplace. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. Alright. Let's get back up there and finish working on that level. Alright, we're gonna go up one further. And then drop dune. Yeah, because I was doing this. There we go. I'll do one of these. And then that should be good. That should be good. Okay. But I will want to enter this building. So maybe I'll just cut a hole through here for the time being. Oh, can I? I can. Huzzah. And then I will just kind of, put those back. Later. It's fine. All right. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Oh, there's a platform right here, actually. Just walk out on. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So... these, one of these, then up here, there, above that. Okay, so we'll do this, and we'll do like that. Do one of these, and we'll come over here, and we'll, yeah. Hope you enjoy my frantic and meaningless ramblings. Alright, while the sun is setting... Oh, that's good. Oh, this place looks like absolute shit. This is perfect. And when that clockwork stuff turns to copper, we can add some more copper along. Maybe some more doodads along this side. We need to get a couple of vines on here. We need to get some greenage, some foliage to really bring out the look of the build. But this is a very, very good start. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to grab... how many more barrels do I have? I have 18 more barrels. Yeah, I'm going to go to the top. The tippity top. And I am going to... I'm going to do one of these first just because I can. I'm gonna... How do I want to do this? I think what I want to do... that's not quite what I wanted, but okay. Yeah. Please. Question. Since string placed on top of bamboo and cactus makes it stop growing, would string placed strategically to keep vines from growing? Yes. Yes, it would. As a matter of fact, using string to keep vines from growing was like the primary use for string. The fact that it works for bamboo as well is a holdover from its feature as a vine stopper in most builds. Okay. And then here... go. Now what I think I can do is one of these. I'm going to aim the reticle just so. There we go. Hell yeah. Oh, fuck. I said hell yeah too soon. I said hell yeah too soon. Then, if I come out here, I can do one of these. That should be fine. And then pop you here. Okay. There's a method to my madness. I swear. Alright? I swan to Johnson. There's a method to my madness. Alright. This, and then I want to swap you around, my friend. There we go. Okay. Alright. Alright, so we have an arc going up to the centerpiece. Let's drop down and see how it looks from the floor level. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. That actually looks pretty good. If we get more barrels and mimic the other side, then this should be a perfectly workable starter house. Like, damn. Hot damn. Alright. Then of course we have floor 1 for some storage, and then floor 2 for some extra storage, and we can still see outside a little bit. And then when we want to expand more, we'll just break down this and keep building upwards. All right, we need more barrels. What are we missing for barrels? Oh, we have plenty actually. There we go. All right. All right. Hey, I got a kind of a weird question. Are any of you watching Skate the Infinity? It's an anime that's out this season, and my beautiful wife is watching it. And I know nothing about it, other than the fact that there are boys who skate the infinity, presumably. Do I know what that means? Of course not. I have no idea what it means. But my beautiful wife has already chosen her favorite. She said that her favorite is the blue Canadian guy. And I said, okay, sure. Is he your favorite? Because he is tall and quiet and a little shy. And she looks at me and she gets this big grin on her face and she says, yes. Jessica has told me that her favorite anime boys are the ones who don't smile near enough because she wants them to smile at her. And she'll probably yell at me for, like, sharing that information, but I think it's very cute. I think my wife is very cute. That's not news to anyone, but I'm just saying. She has a type. She has a type. Bless her heart. Alright, let's do this. I am taking a short break from anime after I did my last major binge with isekai anime. I just said, you know what? I need a break. I need some time not watching anime. But the problem is, the moment I said that, the summer season came out, and there's apparently a shit ton of really good isekai in it, and I'm like, God damn it. God fucking damn it. Of course, the moment I take a break, they decide to release all the good isekai at once. Like, what the shit? There's this one that's like Moon Goddess something, where, like, this kid is shipped off to fantasy world because his parents, like, owe the goddess of that world for something. So they're like, yeah, no, here's our kid. And she's like, nah, he's kind of shit. I don't like him. And basically leaves him to his own devices in this alternate universe he has no idea about. And I've been told that that's actually pretty good. I'm like, well, okay. Every time I think I'm done, they drag me back in. They always say one last go, one last hit, but it's never enough. All right, let's see how this looks. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that actually looks really good. Hey, I'm actually really happy with this. In the color palette department, it's definitely lacking. It's just variations of oak. I probably could stand to replace this lower level of wood log. Ooh, pardon me, burp there. Of wood log slats with cobble to give it more of a. It needs a little spruce to spruce it up. Womp womp. Susie, I love you. Shut the fuck up. All right. Let's see. I'm sure there's a way to do this. Maybe there isn't? Oh, I see. Solid. It's a solid block. Alright. Can I do a step up from this? I cannot. Alright, so I'm gonna have to do some slabs here. Boop, boop. And then trapdoors there to polish it off. There we go. That's a nice front step. That's a nice front step. If I do so myself. There we go. Okay. Boop. I like where this is going. And obviously we'll add on to it as time goes by. But for now, this is a good little starter home. It's a good little starter home. It's got all of the amenities. And let's, nothing here we really need right now. Oh, you know what we do need to do? We gotta take all of these and hang them up proper places. All these ominous banners from all of the fucking illagers we fought. Actually, knock on wood, I haven't seen an illager for a hot minute. So I'm a little concerned. Where are they? Where are those fuckers? Hello? Oh, that was weird. You're back! The mod is nuts! Yeah! Yeah, it fucking is! Holy shit, is it nuts! Where do I want to display these? Inside the house? Not really. I don't really want them in the house. I kind of want them, like, hung on the side somewhere. but not somewhere it's gonna cover stuff up. Oh man, what a predicament to have. Here, let's just put a whole bunch of them like so. There, that'll do. That'll do. I know My Sims Kingdom. Yeah. Yeah, that mod is fucking insane. It's like redstone on goddamn drugs. It is a nightmare. But like the kind of nightmare that I low-key want, if that makes any sense. Let's see here. Like this. And then like so. There we go. That'll do. The rods and the gears. What are the little dips for? I am a big fan of weathering my builds to make sure that I never have a solid flat plane if I can help it. The dips are not for me to walk across. Well, they are for me to walk across. But they're not for me to walk across easier. They're to make the place look older and like someone's lived here long enough for there to be dips. As you can see from this distance, actually, adding the dips adds a layer of texture. It's not perfect. So, like, there's no dips here, right? It's a single flat plane. But then you come along this way, and you realize, oh, there's some, like, holes in it, and the bridge is not even. Like, this looks like shit. But that's the idea. Similar to, let's see if I can focus in, I've added dips into the sides of the walls wherever there's a big flat plane on my house, to make it appear as though it has a little more dimension to it. It's a tip I learned from a YouTuber called Grian, who you should definitely watch. He's a much better YouTuber than I am. Much better Minecrafter than I am. And, yeah, let's go ahead and dump all of this extra logs into the system. There we go. What else do I have that can go into this system? Nothing really. Nothing really. But that's fine. What I could probably do is eat some carrots so I don't die. Redstone, my abhorred. Redstone, how I loathe thee. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not good with a lot of redstone, but I'm good with some redstone. Alright, so what I want to do now is I'm going to empty my inventory. I want to show you guys the railway system that I've put together. I got tired of running all the way over to... Oh, no, I want those, actually. I got tired of running all the way over to the spawn town whenever I needed something, whenever I wanted to sell something. So I ended up making a quick, not cheatsy, but, you know, it's a railway system that will allow me to get places quicker. So let me show you. Yeah, I got some rails. Well, I finally had enough iron to do this. You know, like, that was the big bottleneck for me. All of my iron was going towards making the system up there. All right, so let me take you for a little walk. We have more bees, so I have to come by and harvest all these hives sooner rather than later because they are filling up. They are filling up. But if we come this way, we have this beautiful little forest guard. Oh, that's true. That's a good point. There is smoke on the mountain. Yeah. Let's go see if that smoke was. Let's go see what that was. I completely forgot about that. With my ADHD, I forget about the shiny that distracted me from one thing because a new shiny shows up to distract me from the previous shiny. Let's see here. I still haven't like moved into the castle. So for those of you who don't know, Raglan's dead. Long may he rest in peace. That's not really how you handle royalty's death, but whatever. And due to the 5-second rule, I have claimed the castle as my own. Legally speaking, there's no recourse for anybody else. It belongs to me now. So I am a little concerned that whatever that smoke is... What's this? Oh, it's just a little campfire. That's all it was. Okay. So, yeah, everything the light touches belongs to me. Even that shadowy place over there. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put over there yet. I really need to get here and, like, clear up the lava. And I don't know. Honestly, I might just flip it and resell it. Because it's not really in a state to, like, be bought right now. I got to clear out, like, the furniture and the goods. Like, this painting has to go on eBay. I got some gold. These diamonds, obviously, I have to collect up and put somewhere safe. This isn't really the best place for them. But, like, you know, there's some clearing out I have to do. This entire floor is missing from this place. This is going to be one heck of a flip job. But now that I have my own house, like, in order, I can probably come through here and start clearing the place out. Start working on my next step. Was that floor broken before? I'm sure it was. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? Maybe the witch would like real estate. Maybe, like, obviously there's a grave outside, so it's kind of a downer. Oh, here lies his royalness Raglan. Rest in fucking piss, my friend. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, I was showing you guys my railway system. Yeah, maybe I can flip this and, like, offer it to the witch as a witch's tower and be like, does this make us even? She might still say no, but, you know, still. It'd be nice to have another magic user nearby. She and the alchemist could probably get along fine. I haven't seen the alchemist yet. I know they've been, like, around. They built their house up, their base up quite nicely over that way. But, yeah. Can I see from this angle? Yeah, they built their place up real nice. But I haven't seen them a boot. It must be a time zone thing. They're probably asleep. I haven't gone over and knocked or anything, but, like, I kind of don't want to approach people until they approach me, you know? Maybe that's my anxiety speaking, but yeah, having some more magic users in the area would be really nice. If only because I'm pants at magic, and I could really use someone who knows what they're doing to help me out. Hermit arc, honestly, my entire life. So, this clearing here, I plan on building up, and have not necessarily like living spaces, but this might be where I put my villagers. And this here is going to be a subway station. Hello, chicken. Currently, it is stupidly simple. It's a single cart. Get in it, press a button, and off you go. And it's just a straight line all the way over to Spawn Town. I do want to expand this tunnel, make it wider. I want to... Oh, I got an advancement for riding the minecart. Nice. I got 8 iron ingots for that. Hell yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, I want to expand the tunnel. I want there to be a two-way system, so you can, like, buy a ticket, and then ride it to the end, and then it will automatically suck the cart up and deposit it for a return trip on the second track. That's the plan. I don't know how feasible it is. We pop out in the middle of this mountain. Up there is actually the nether golem things, the nether fay, rather, not golem, god. The nether phase reserve is above this. So I'm imagining some kind of, like, petting zoo and gift shop scenario. Why is the spawn village on fire? That's a lot of smoke. Oh, no. Look at him. He's headed for the hills. Oh my god, they've evacuated. What the hell happened over here? Was there an illager raid? What the fuck? It's in Utah. Jesus Christ, Ariel. Okay, so these houses seem fine. Where the fuck are the golems? What are you doing? You're just wandering around. I don't have a bucket. What is this? Campfires? What the fuck is this? Hello? This wasn't here, like, yesterday. What is... Oh my god. Modern black cobblestone staircases? A pathway of uniform streets? Light pollution on every corner? What the fuck? Are they fucking urbanizing our goddamn spawn town? Oh, what is this? There's a sign over there. What does that say? Okay, that's kind of funny, actually. Hold on. I gotta get back at him. Sheep shaming in my spawn town? Oh, Oh, no. I've seen this before. They come in and they say, oh, we'll build you fancy roads. Oh, we'll add nice infrastructure. Oh, we'll attract tourists. And next thing you know, them fucking city slickers start building skyscrapers and blocking your skyline. What is this over here? I actually think that might be somebody's base, actually. So, like, I can't get too upset about that. That's a lot of fucking smoke. That is so much goddamn fire. Whose base is this, actually? Who fucking dares? Who literally fucking dares build their base? Territory of Arcadia. I don't know whose this is, but no. Not in my fucking Spawn Town. This is, no. Make Spawn Town great again. I refuse to accept this. I am going to foster a complaint. I'm going to go to the highest. I am going to fucking use my God-given Mercury SMP rights, and I am going to fight this tooth and nail. What do you mean this is actually nice? Look what they've ruined our Spawn Town. Look at what you've done. They've given it anxiety. Look at this shit. This used to be like a calm, idyllic, genteel farming / fishing village. And now you turn around, it's like, won't you take me to funky town? And no, I won't fucking stand for this. I will not stand for this. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna start a union. Me and the golems. Look, me and Joe here, okay? We're gonna get a bunch of signs, and we're gonna like stand in front of it, and we're gonna picket it, and we are going to chant angry words. I don't know what they're gonna say. I haven't worked with a slogan, but yes, we're gonna make a homeowners association. We are going to go to the very tippy top, and we are going to stop this before it properly starts. I swear on my life that I will stop this disgusting destruction of public property before it can begin. But later, because like it's nighttime now and I'm tired and I have other shit to do today, so like, move, I'm gay. We'll figure it out later. I'll talk to Ewan. He knows some people, and we'll figure it out. The Karen got an arc. No. I want to preserve nature. I don't want to talk to a manager because something has been denied me. I want to help the environment. If anything, this is my hippie arc. I will tie myself to the bulldozer and maybe I shouldn't joke about that too much because like people are actually protesting like the Keystone Pipeline on native land. So that may seem terrible actually as a white man to make light of that. So maybe I'll tweak that game a little, just a smidge, because that's not my fight. Well, I mean, it is my fight. It's everyone's fight, but you know what I mean. I shouldn't take that and turn it into something for my own gain. It's just kind of gross. But yeah, so I'm building a subway station. I'm railing against the fucking urbanization, and I'm building the tube. It's only okay when I do it. I have to approve it. Or it's not okay. That's how that works. Oh, God. All right. So, what I want to do now that we have the subway, the trail line going, is I want to go... I'm the wrong way. I am a fully realized creation. I have a beating heart. I am not just one-dimensional. This onion has layers, my friend. This onion has layers. I want to actually go up to the cloud storage, and I want to collect a whole bunch. I want to collect as much as my little arms can carry, and I actually want to zip over to the spawn town again and sell everything that we have accrued so far, just to get an idea of how many emeralds we could get for selling certain stuff. So let's take an inventory's worth, a little less than that. Let's take 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, 3 times 9 is 27 stacks of potatoes. And let's go find one of the farmers back at Spawn Town. I probably should have brought the potatoes with me in the first place, but I wasn't thinking. And let's see how many emeralds we can get from selling just 3 rows of potatoes. Because I can get 3 rows of potatoes with a single harvest easy, since I have expanded it. So that'll give us an idea. One thing I will want to do is eventually have, like, I don't have shulker shells, so I'm going to need some sort of automated way to fill chests in minecarts and send those on their way. Have a little caravan going, so I can easily transport stuff to Spawn Town for selling. Boop. Off we go. What would be cool? A seasons mod. Actually, back in the old 1.12 Eggshell Acres mod pack, the videos of which, the VODs of which, you can still see on Twitch and YouTube, the seasons mod was actually one of the big mods in the pack. The mod I was using, actually, you could code it so that certain crops would only grow during certain seasons. So you could actually, like, lock certain crops behind certain growing periods, which was a lot of fun. I missed that series. One of these days I'm going to have to get back to it. One of these days. Nope, my beautiful wife has emerged. There's no camera, so you can come out. Everyone say hello to my beautiful wife. Well, Ariel is here. Fa is here. I think Mocha was here for a hot second. Estelle, Tegan, you know. I think the only one from the main group who's not here is Jun, actually. There they are. Neb's here. There's Ariel. There's Susie. Hello, hello, hello. Say hello back.
Hi.
Hey, can I get a kiss?
Of course you can.
Oh, thank you. Mwah. Oh, hey, could I have another one?
Of course.
That first one was really nice. Mwah. Okay, perfect. Thank
I'm so
you.
in love with you.
I love you too, you big gay baby.
Uh-huh.
All right. So let us talk to Farmer Man. Actually, not this Farmer Man. He's only a silver farmer. There's a gold farmer around here somewhere who's already partly upgraded. Here you are. Hello, good sir. You 26. Ooh, that's not a lot. 26 potato for 1 emerald. That's not a lot, actually. Is there a better trade? Do you offer a better 26? And you were also 26, weren't you? Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, 26. What are you offering for potatoes? You don't potatoes at all. You do not take potatoes one bit. 26. These feel like steep prices. These feel like they're asking for a lot. I mean, it is a potato. They can probably grow themselves. But still, you know? Oh, he's done. No more patat. Great. Alright, well... Oh, not you. I guess we're going to talk to you for now. Just handing him potatoes. We might get half a stack of emeralds before we're done. Oh. No more. Will you accept potatoes now? What do you mean you've doubled the price? What do you mean you've doubled the price? What the fuck?
Supply and demand.
Shut up, Jessica! I know how that works. Supply and demand, she yells. Well, he's asking... he's asking for less, so I guess... Yeah, no, we're flooding the market. God. Well, I leveled up at least. Oh, no more from him. So I guess we gotta go to him. God. Alright, we got almost a full stack of emeralds from one inventory's worth of potatoes. However, because of inflation, the price apparently goes up. Which is not great. We did get him to be an expert, though. So he will now sell us suspicious stew. He'll sell us pumpkin pie. Oh, the amount of pumpkin actually went down. Okay. All right. I mean, we do only have 5 pumpkins, so I could feasibly... No, it's fine. It's fine. It's not great, but I mean, what can you really do? What can you really do? Oh, hello over there. You who are not... Let's see. Stone shovel for emeralds? I'm not really feeling that. Not really feeling that. Where are the other villagers? Oh, here we are. We got some toolsmiths. You're selling iron boots and coal for emeralds. You are also selling iron boots and coal for emeralds. Okay. Alright. And no more guys in this village? Is that it? Is that all of them? I guess that's all of them. Not a big fan, actually. Not a big fan. Oh, I can sell some carrot, though. There's that. 53 emeralds? Yay! Alright. Well, that's good to know. What we'll probably need to do is go through the process of building a villager breeder. And from there, get some farmers in our local area that we can befriend. Because, dear God. I wonder. We could probably kidnap that one guy. Like, just straight up, we could probably just kidnap him. I'll think about it. I'll have to get a skin with, like, a rubber mask on my head first if I'm gonna do a kidnapping. But 53 emeralds is nothing to sneeze at, you know? It ain't diamonds, but we'll get there. We will get there. The end goal would be to use our produce to sell for emeralds, to purchase books from, like, librarians and whatnot, in order to sell those to the fellow curios. Oh, Diddel's still log on. Hey, fellow curio! I'm trying really hard to make calling us curios a thing. Alright, bye! Bye! Thank you for joining us, Ariel. Tell your friend I say hello. What's a curio? Oh. I'm trying really hard to make that stick. Alright, I'm popping to bed. Let's see, it's 7 o'clock. Oh, hold on one momento. Alright. So let's gather up. I guess all of our beetroot. No, I don't want to spend the whole day going back and forth. What I think I'll do is I'll actually make a blocks of emeralds. Ho ho. Do I have more? I think I have like maybe 1 emerald floating about in my chests. Or maybe I'm wrong and I have no emeralds. I have no emeralds. I'm gonna make a little pile just like right here. So for the time being, this is where gonna be our stash is gonna be. I'll have to make a vault of some sort to protect all of our good precious metals, but for right now, this will do. This will have to do. Let's see. Let me drop these back into the system. See, what you doing on burning kelp? Not much. There we go. Oh, you know what? We should see. Do we have more pumpkins? Anyway. I think for the next section of the stream, I kind of want to go strip mining. I kind of want to gather up some resources. And... Alright, bye, Fa. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night. I want to go strip mining. I want to gather up some more resources. Part of me regrets selling my soul for dark oak. It takes forever to chop down. What's that about your soul? Question mark? Nether Fae? Are you Nether K? That barely works as a rhyme, but I'm gonna roll with it. All right, so I want to grab all of these. Oh yeah, you weren't here. That's concerning. Who did you sell it to? Is someone going around accepting souls for plants? I feel like I want to steer clear of that noise. Let me gather this, do this, make some blocks of copper while I have it in my head. So I do kind of want the copper to oxidize. Alright, hold on a minute. Can I... Let's see here. Where am I? Here I am. I'm just gonna do one of these. The first day I got here with Otaku and Sans, I met Mocha and Ren gave me dark oak saplings, but I had to sign a little book? I don't like the implications of that. I'm just flat out gonna say, I don't like the implications of that. This is the same person who tried to break into my house day one. So, like, remember that? They were trying to tunnel into my cart? I'm not a big fan of whatever that means. So, yeah. That's gonna be a hard pass from me, bruh. Hard pass from me. But it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let us go do a strip mine underneath our land. Sploosh. Alright. Let's head on down into the main mine. We need to get down to Y level 15, I think, is the best place for strip mining these days. I think I started a whole... I started something over this way. So let's go a boot and just start collecting up whatever we can find. Some good old-fashioned strip mining should be fun. We'll gather up what we can as we go. But for the most part, we're just going to be going down to Y level 15. Boop. There we go. So, long-term plans for this series. We've got our farmhouse started. I want to work on more automation. I want more redstone farms. I want to expand the pumpkin farm. I want to get villagers going so that we can have some good trades, because I desperately want to get some capitalism happening. So far, there haven't been any major shops. Most people are content to collect objects for themselves, but I definitely do want to start going, oh, there's gold. I want to start going about and offering wares for sale. Maybe get a smaller cart, get you in to pull it. Just get the diamonds flowing. Because currently I have, like, a diamond to my name, which, like, it's whatever, it's fine. No one else is selling anything, so what am I going to do with it? But I would like to smoke them bitches clean of all of their life savings. Like that's what I want. Hello, Merengue. Have you come to bother me? You tippy tap over here, little dachshund. Meringue is very old and very stupid, and I love her very much. She's essentially a furry Roomba. She just kind of goes about when she bumps into a corner. She turns around and goes the other way. But she's a good girl, and I love her. Oh, I hear some zombies. I hear some zombies somewhere. I'd rather avoid them. Where are we at? We're at 18. So 17. Oh, hello? Hello? What's down here? Oh, this is probably where the zombies are. The aforementioned zombs. Oh, alright. So there's a little open space here. This is a decent little platform. Let me use some diorite. Blech, diorite. And seal this off. I want to keep the gravel andesite next, because I have no use for these shitty colors. Alright. Ooh, redstone! There we go! Ayy. What was I talking about? I forgot. Oh, no, I know what I was talking about. I want to be able to sell some stuff. Suck them britches while it's dry. If I can get the corner on any individual market, be it the pumpkin hats, or maybe even enchanted books, if I can get the right villagers in place, I will essentially own the server. Real good. Like, damn. I do not have San. San has got me beat in like pretty much all of the main farming stuff, so I really have to get creative with it. So if I can do villager trading, if I can use my crops to acquire enough emeralds to flood the market, to devalue everyone else's crops, that would be good for me. That'll be good for me. Not great for the economy, but I'll be rich, so what will I care? Simple as that. Simple as that. Alright, I don't see anything this way that I almost fell in that. Desperately need. So starting from here, this is 13. So I actually kind of want to go up one. 1 or 2. Whoops, there was that. And this is now 15. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So we just dig. Off we go. Simple as that. Why did the music stop? There we go. I was gonna say, bruh. You had one job. You had one fucking job. Alright, grab this. Drop a torch down. Keep it going. I did not bring anything to make new pickaxes with. Because I am a fool. I did bring some coal. So I can at least smelt some stuff while I'm down here. But that only goes me so far. That only goes me so far. Who all is in the chat right now? Tegan, Neb, Estelle, are you listening? Are you here? Can I give spoilers for game tomorrow without you guys hearing them? I don't think I can. I bet one of them is in chat, and they're like quietly being like, "Ooh, the DM's gonna spill the beans." Yeah, no, yep, there it is. There they are. I see you. I see you. All right, so no spoilers for game tomorrow. Oh, okay. I'll only tell Susie. Neb, you have to promise not to listen, okay? No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna fucking do that. Oh, golly. But yeah, I spent most of the past couple of days working on my, if you want, I can take out my headphones. No, you're fine. You're fine. I can literally just DM Susie. Well, I know that, but I'm trying to think of things to talk about while I'm streaming. Cut me some slack here. I'm trying to, like, you know, go with the flow and talk about interesting topics that can keep me going for a hot minute. Golly. I want to go this way. I have spent most of my week, my free time, working on my generator. And working on the adventure that I'm going to be DMing for my group of tabletop role-playing friends. Tomorrow, we do this thing where we alternate who the DM is. So it's like a series of one-shots, but we keep the same core cast. Oh, God. That's the one pickaxe I had because I'm a fucking idiot. Well, I guess I go back to the surface and get more sticks? Is that just what I do? I guess it's just what I do then. Okay, well, up we go. I suppose. Nebula, who is the next one to DM. If it's any consolation, Gata, I've been thinking of ways to cause more problems for Oriana all day. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys about my tabletop role-playing game campaign. Oh, Estelle says, what are these fires I see? Is the town on fire? No, but it might as well be. Would you like to join a union? We'll see if we can get another Fae in on it. Alright, let's zip into the bed. Tell you later. I'm going to tell you guys about my our game campaign. So, for those of you who have been paying attention to my channel for any amount of time, you know that I am not a fan of Dungeons and Dragons for a number of reasons. Game design-wise, business-wise, corporation-wise, not great. So for a while now, I haven't had a chance to really enjoy ye old medieval fantasy adventuring because almost all of that is heavily tied up in D&D or D&D-esque escapades that I do not approve of. I'm sorry, I have my morals, and the average D&D campaign, regardless of how nice the DM and players are, has shades of things that I would rather not touch. So I have been devoid of any sort of D&D-esque experience for a while now. But then my good friends Tegan, Neb, Estelle, Jun, and I decided we wanted to run a game called Steel and Spirit. And it is a, let's see here, let's grab this. I want to just make a bunch of pickaxes. Just, yeah, perfect. It's amazing. Got it. Throw copper in there. Take copper out of there. Leave that be. Go back over here. Yes. Okay. Alright. Go. No, it did start with Butterfly Blue. Don't get me wrong. It started with Butterfly Blue. I've lost my train of thought already. So what we did was we came together and we made a shared like setting slash campaign where we all kind of made characters and we made a bunch of NPCs and we came up with a premise. We are all members of a guild that is referred to as the Shoe. There was an old lady who lived in a shoe. The old lady in the shoe is a dragon newt that everyone refers to as Mother Dragon. And she essentially has made a protected place for orphans and affected peoples to find a place to be where they are safe. And if they want, they can work in the guild as adventurers, accepting commissions from the nearby city and gaining money for the guild and going on adventures. So that's the premise that we are using. My character is Oriana. She is a starborn elf, which means that her skin is blue, and she has freckles that glow because they're like constellations on her face. And she has lots of star magic. And she wants to be a potioneer. She came to the guild because Mother Dragon is a known spellcaster, and Oriana's previous teacher was like, I don't have time to apprentice you, but, why am I going this way? But you can probably go and learn from the person who taught me, and that'll be just as good, if not better. So Oriana came to the shoe in the middle of the fairy forest, and was like, yes, this is perfect. Mother will apprentice me, and I'll learn all this magic and how to be a potioneer and brew things, and I'll get the book learning that I've always wanted, and it'll be great. But then Mother Dragon is obtuse as fuck, and Oriana spends most of her time caring for the various orphans that live around the guild, as opposed to actually, like, doing what she came here to do. So she's very, 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 very frustrated with the current state of things, which has been a very fun dynamic for me to roleplay as, because I have a history of bad times with authority figures. So to have an authority figure that just straight up is like, I as a player, I'm living for this. I'm living for this. It's so good. It's so good. Who else? Tegan is playing an Azamar named Rigel. And I forget, I feel like I should know more about Rigel's backstory. Rigel has a, let's see. They were part of a mercenary band, of which there are a bunch of different swords people. And all of them are actually based off of Legend of Zelda characters, because Tegan is nothing if not predictable. And Rigel is an Azamar that has like a shiny halo around his eyes. And he was almost dead for like the first half of the adventure. I'm pretty certain that last Saturday was the first time Rigel had a full adventure where he wasn't actively dying. So that was fun. For no one, actually. Jun is playing Loop, who is a bear-wolf were-human. They are normally a wolf dog thing that talks, and they, on the night of a full moon, they turn into a human. And we've already established that that's going to be like the reason why Loop isn't around for some adventures, because it's the full moon, and they're like off hiding in a room somewhere waiting for their wolf form to come back, which is amazing. Oh, you've been wondering why oh no! You forgot you had your headphones plugged in. Oh no, I'm sorry. You're like, why is it so quiet? God, it looks like he's talking, but I don't hear him. What's up with that? I'm sorry to hear that. I'm currently explaining what my tabletop role-playing game campaign is like. I am one of 5 DMs of 5 players, so that's a whole fun thing. That's fun. Let's see here. Loop wants to be a monk. They want to be a martial artist, and their mom, who adopted them, is a talking goose, who is the chef, named Goose. And Goose apparently isn't too fond of that whole, yippee-ki-yay, ha, hi-ya stuff that Loop keeps doing. So far, Loop is like mostly self-taught, does not yet have a martial arts master to teach them moves or anything. So that's where Loop's going with their character. There is Squints. Is this Kung Fu Panda? Yes. Jun literally rewatched Kung Fu Panda as research before the first time he played the character, which is absolutely hilarious. It's adorable. Yeah, no, it's good shit. It's good shit. Let's see what else. Then I'll do Neb's last, because Neb's, I think, is like not to be rude, but I think Neb's character is the coolest out of all of us. So then Estelle is playing Gemini. Gemini is a fae. Oh, okay. So Rigel came to the there's a witch somewhere nearby. Rigel came to the shoe with their mercenary band and stayed behind, and they've been there for about 14 years apparently. Loop was brought to the shoe when they were adopted by Goose, because Goose had already been brought to the shoe and like found this bear wolf cub and brought him home and was like, this is mine now. This is my kid now. And Mother Dragon, who's like historically just showed up with kids just randomly, is like, well, I can't really tell you no without being a hypocrite. So yeah, sure. That's your kid now. Take care of him. And again, Oriana recently came to the shoe because she wanted to apprentice under Mother, and that's not working out so well. Gemini, the fairy that Estelle is playing, has been with the shoe for, I think they said like 50 years. For a while now. They were already like in the forest and they wandered in one day and were like, oh, this place is nice. There's like food and shit. I'll stay here. So they're one of the many fae that Mother Dragon has like agreements with. Like, yeah, you can hang around, and in exchange, you won't drag any of my kids off to the Feywild, right? And the Fae are like, yeah, okay, that's fair, that's fine. We won't drag your kids off to the Feywild in exchange for you not getting pissy that we're here. So there's a whole bunch of stuff from there's a whole bunch of like both magical and political ties that Mother has to keep balanced to keep the shoe operational, and each individual DM has a different take on how Mother like reacts to stuff. So it's been very interesting watching all of that stuff take place. Yeah, no, stealing from Oriana was never part of the... Fucking Oriana had her sexuality stolen. Right? Like, okay, so the second adventure we went on. Okay, no, we'll come back to that. Remind me to explain how Oriana is no longer a lesbian. She was a lesbian for one full session, and now she's questioning again. She's like, great, I have to go through this shit all over again. So who knows where she's gonna end up. But the last character is Kite. And Kite is a simulacrum. They are the traditional amnesiac fantasy character. They don't remember where they're from. They're not entirely positive what they are. But they don't even have a name. The name Kite was given to them by the group after the first adventure. But they are very helpful. And they were brought to the shoe by their friend Leo, and there was another friend whose name I've forgotten. I kind of disassociated during that discussion. But basically, the characters that Nimbus created are characters from The Wizard of Oz. So Apollo and Leo. So one of them's the Tin Man, one of them's a Scarecrow, Leo's the Lion. A lion and a Scarecrow, so Kite is the Tin Man. And they've left it up to the DMs to determine what Dorothy is and how she ties into it, if she does at all. Joke's on them. I'm going to introduce a dire Scotty dog to wreck their shit. No, I'm not. That's not actually going to happen. I gotta think about it. A dire Scotty dog actually sounds fucking hilarious. It's only the size of like a regular sized dog because Scotties start so small. Lol. Yeah, no, we met Leo. That's how I remember Leo. I don't recall Scarecrow fella. Okay, so this... Yes, this goes over there. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna keep digging in this direction, I think. But yeah, so Kite is a simulacrum. They're very helpful. They're a cleric, but instead of believing in a god, they gain power from the belief that other people have in them, which I think is fucking amazing. There's no mechanical benefit to that, but it's a very interesting take on the traditional cleric-like scenario. Also, because they're like a robot, their body doesn't weigh the same as everyone else. So like we allowed ourselves to all choose one magic item to like flesh out our characters before the game started. Oriana has like a broom of flying. She's a little witch. And Kite is a tassel that is enchanted with Featherfall, and I forget what the other spell was, but basically they can change their weight at will by turning on or off the enchantment in their hair tie, because otherwise a stiff wind would blow them over because their frame is so light. And I think that is fascinating. But yes, so that's the 5 of us. That's the 5 characters. Because we cycle out who's the DM, whoever is DMing, their character doesn't partake in that week's adventure. So Jun was the first DM, so Loop wasn't like actually introduced until game number 2, which is kind of a little upsetting, but that's just the nature of how things go. So Jun went first, then Tegan went, Essie just went. I'm running it tomorrow. Where's my tunnel? It's back here. Oh, Gemini has a ring of fake height. Yes! Yes, because they're a tiny, small fairy, and they want to look bigger to intimidate people. Yes. And I forget what Loop has. But it's fine. But yeah, so it's a cycling it's a cycling system where like whoever's DMing, their character is either an NPC in the background or they just don't appear at all. Which so far has actually worked out a lot better than we expected. Jun ran the first adventure, which was a murder mystery. There were a bunch of people in town who were popping up dead. There were 3 victims, and the bodies were found with signs of damage on their bodies that matched the symptoms of this like 100-year-old plague that they thought they had eradicated. So the local clerics were terrified that like, oh no, the plague has returned. But the main doctor at the guild is like, I don't think the plague has returned. I think this is a copycat. I think these are murders. I need you guys to like go verify if this is like an actual medical emergency or if this is just someone doing a murder. Yeah, no, halfway through we were joking like, you know, now that we're here, this doesn't really, you know? Well, the plot twist is that it really was a bunch of murders and not a plague. Well, it was kind of a plague. We had to investigate the various bodies. We spoke to a coroner who, like, described what he found. We were investigating leads among the victims. 2 of them were young females. One was an elderly halfling man. One had heart problems. One had, one's nickname was, like, Heartbreak or something. So, like, we're trying to figure out, we know this is a murder. We know we know that these people were not dying of the plague, the magic plague. But who's killing them and why? And how does it tie back to the magic plague? Because the marks on their body are matching up with the descriptions of this old sickness. Eventually, we tracked down the cough medicine that the elderly victim was taking before he succumbed to his injuries. Wondering if maybe there was like an alchemical component to it, and we verified by sneaking in. Gemini like rogue snuck in invisibly to like check the apothecary out, and they actually had cuttings. They were growing the flowers that originally spread the plague, and they were using them to make a cure. They were using them to make, what's the word I'm looking for? Not a cure, but like they were using it to like treat the symptoms. That's the word I'm looking for. So at first we thought, oh my god, they are infecting people with this plague to sell medicine. If you control the sickness and the cure, who's gonna stop you? People will pay arm and leg to not die. Which again, classic escapism, especially as Americans. Oh dear. But then, fucking Rigel is like, I have to verify something. All the victims had this weird rash on their wrists. So I'm gonna take the death flower, and I'm gonna place it against my bare skin to see if I get a rash. And my character, Oriana, was like, no, don't do that, don't you fucking do that, no. No, it was not a good idea, Tegan. At no point was that idea anywhere within the realm of good. We did not need that confirmation. It wasn't, no. Rigel was an idiot, and I will say so until the end of time. Yeah, everyone, including the DM who had sat down for the night, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. So, Rigel does that, and immediately starts exhibiting symptoms, and they get the rash. And Rigel grabs, like, the air quotes cure to, like, whiff it to make the symptoms go away. And he does. And he's fine now, right? He's fine. Then he stops smelling it. And the symptoms immediately come back. They hadn't invented a cure yet. They had only created an elixir that would treat the symptoms, but not like stop the progression of the disease. Which meant that Rigel was now essentially patient zero for a new outbreak of this fucking deadly disease. So, you know, that fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. Luckily, it turns out that the murderer finds out that Rigel is sick and is so upset about this that he, like, gives himself up to the police and shares his notes on the cure he was working on. Because it turns out what happened, the mystery that we didn't solve, was that it was the coroner the entire time, who we had met. He was the one who they brought the bodies to, and his inspection of them was actually like, he didn't like fuck it up, but obviously he can't say, oh yeah, no, they were strangulated by a man with hands of my exact size. The cops would be like, slowly lower sunglasses. I'm sorry, they were what? By what? Turns out his son had actually accidentally gotten into the stash of the death flowers that they were being kept at the apothecary for scientific purposes, and he became infected with the plague. The apothecarist, who was like, take the medicine and go, did that because she felt guilty because it was her fault that a small child was probably going to die from this disease, right? The coroner was infecting people with the disease so that he could test his prototype cures on them. And when the cures didn't work, he would strangle them to death so their deaths would be quicker and less, you know, not take as long. In his mind, well, one of the big clues was that all the victims had a white flower tucked in their mouths, which is like a last rite of the religious order of the clerics in the city. The deadly disease was based off of Hanahaki. So, like, the initial cry came up because they thought they were coughing up the flowers, but the flowers were actually being placed there by the coroner, who was like, as a cleric, doing the last thing he could do to make sure their souls went where they were supposed to go. It was, like, you know, cool motive, still murder. If we had actually solved the fucking mystery and gone to the guy's house, we would have found his young son floating in, like, magic cryostasis, fucking Mr. Freeze and his wife style, while his father worked on a cure. And he would have had a big boss fight where he'd be like, you can't take my son from me. I'm going to save him, no matter how many people it takes. And then, like, but we skipped all that because, like, I guess in the cleric's mind, the people who he killed were going to die anyway. So it was a mercy killing. And the reason they were going to die was because they were needed to cure his son. Rigel getting injured and dying from this disease has nothing to do with curing the guy's son. So that was, like, in his twisted mind, and not an acceptable thing to sacrifice. So the murderer, like, willingly gave the mother and the cops his notes on the cure to help cure Rigel because it was, like, outside of the acceptable death for his son, I guess. Which, again, cool motive, still murder. And Jun, like, went with it because we obviously were never going to solve the actual mystery in the time allotted. Like, we went into full, we have to heal Rigel mode, like, fuck the mystery. So, kind of ended the adventure a little early. Rigel's technically a kid, too. Yeah. So that was, that was a really good first session. This, of course, did mean that the reason why Rigel wasn't present in the second adventure when Tegan ran it was because he was in quarantine going to die while Mother frantically tried to cure this previously incurable disease. Don't worry, he's fine. So our second adventure, which Tegan ran, was a commission directly from Mother Dragon, who was like, listen, your brother Rigel, your friend Rigel is fucking dying. Go into my magical garden, which is where I grow all the dangerous and rare plants that most people aren't allowed access to. Because I'm, the guild master. I can have that. And I need you to bring me back these ingredients. You need to bring them back to me before this time, or Rigel might die. Have fun, kids. Yeah, basically. Somebody may die. Rigel. Of fun. Fun. Yeah, no. So the adventure was the party and Loop trying to rush through this garden to find all the ingredients to save their friend. But this was where the first of Mother's really fucky teaching methods come into play. Estelle just got hit by lightning. Rest in pepperoni, my dude. That's nowhere near as sensitive as I probably could have been. The party and Loop had not been introduced as a member of the party. They were just another person who lived in the shoe with them. So having them join for that adventure, their first adventure, it was the party and Loop. Guest starring Loop. How many more picks do I have? I have one more iron pick before it becomes a problem. Give me that. Oop. We have not found... Oh, yep, there goes that. We found almost 2 sacks of iron, though, so I'm, not terribly upset if we don't get anything more out of this. The Party, featuring Loop. Featuring the werewolf, previously known as Loop. Okay, do not put a lightning rod only 1 block above you. Why would you do that anyway? That sounds like a bad time. Jesus Christ. So we go into this giant garden trying to find these resources. And we find the first one. I forget what they were called. But as we're trying to harvest them, this fucking dryad pops out of the ground and is like, hey, Mother Dragon put me here to protect her shit. You can't take anything from here unless you solve my riddle. And it's like, but a person is dying? Can we go through this a little faster? The Dryad was like, no, everyone's always in a rush. Oh, is someone always dying? No, Mother Dragon wants you to solve this riddle. So we solve the riddle actually pretty quick. And the Dryad lets us have however much of the stuff we want, but also gives us a key, which was pretty cool. And Oriana, who is okay, so one thing I didn't mention was that when Rigel was going to do the dumb thing and shove the disease into his fucking arm, right? Oriana, the only character there, was trying to tell him not to do it, and his response was, Oriana, I trust you. If anything goes wrong, you can fix it, because she's the potioneer of the group. But Oriana's like, no, my ability has nothing to do with what the stupid bullshit you're trying to pull. There's no guarantee that I can do anything. And Rigel was like, don't care, doing it anyway. And he did it anyway. So now that Rigel's dying, Oriana feels terribly guilty. She has to be responsible for fixing him because of the faith that he put into her, which really fucked her up a little bit. Really fucked her up a little bit. So she's super focused on getting the stuff and getting back to Rigel, because she don't want her bro to die. That would be a bad time. That would be a not good time. So can we maybe not have Rigel die? Thanks. Rigel has got... No, he absolutely fucking does. He absolutely fucking does. So Oriana is going through this garden trying to be as efficient as possible because they have to get the ingredients. They gotta go back to Mother. They have to prepare them. They gotta brew them. They gotta let the mixture set. And then they have to actually administer it, after which time, the potion has to take effect. Who knows if Rigel will survive long enough for all that to happen? So she's like, go, go, go. She's also having a minor breakdown because of the pressure put on her, where if she fails at acquiring these objects, Rigel's gonna fucking die. So having a Dryad be like, you must solve my riddle first. She's like, no. So, they collect the first object. They collect the first resource. They receive a key. A golden key from the Dryad. He's like, here you go. This is also yours for solving the puzzle. Goodbye. But the problem is that Oriana does not know how to interact with Fae. So when the fucking Dryad gave her the ingredient and the key, her response was, thank you. I don't know if you know anything about, like, Fae lore. You do not thank a Fae. You are polite, you are hospitable, but you do not do anything to imply that you are in debt to a Fae. You don't do that. Because the Fae take things literally. And when it comes to owing people things, the Fae always collect. And whatever the fuck it is they want, chances are it's not going to be something you want to give away. So Oriana immediately fucked it up. Just like, immediately Beans did. Just boop, get fucked. The Dryad leaves with the knowledge that, like, at any point he could come back and ask pretty much anything from Oriana. And Oriana's like, oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh god. Oh jeez. And, that was the last of my shit. Well, I guess we're going back and getting more. That's fine. Honestly, it's already 8 o'clock, so you're probably wrapping the stream up a little bit. Probably wrapping the stream up. So let's go and deposit this stuff. I'll finish telling you about my tabletop role-playing game, and I will save the remaining stories for next time. But yeah, so Gemini, who, like, is a fairy, is like, ooh, you really shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have did that. And Oriana's like, okay, fine. Next Fae we meet, I do no talking. And everyone's like, yeah, no, that's a very, very good idea. So they go to the next spot where there's the next ingredient is supposed to be. And who's there but a very busty, attractive lady Dryad, stuck within a fenced-in area surrounded with an iron fence. She's in, like, a side garden where there's pretty flowers and whatnot. And she greets them warmly and tries to offer them food. Which, again, you don't eat food offered to you by Fae. You reject them as politely as possible, but you don't do that. You don't do that. So Oriana is like, no, okay, I know how to handle this. Don't tell them my name. Don't imply that I owe them. Do not eat their food, but be polite. So this Dryad sees Oriana, sidles up. Miss Boobs McGee over here sidles up and is like, oh, and what's your name? And Oriana, being a big fat lesbian, by the way, Oriana was a big fat lesbian, responds with, I'm gay! And the Dryad's like, that's not what I asked, but I'll take it. And it wasn't until after, like, we had to fight that Dryad, we had to like, grab the stuff and go, and afterwards, Oriana was like, oh god, she took my fucking sexuality! I'm not gay anymore! She took it! She took my lesbianism! What the fuck? So that was fun. Let's see, what else? The final Fae was a young Dryad who was also as bad at Fae rules as Oriana was. So, like, it was mostly like the little Fae child, little Dryad being like, the rules say that I'm supposed to do this, and I can't say that, but I'm also really bad at it. So, And everyone else was like, no, we get it, kid. We absolutely fucking get it. It's fine. It's okay. You can be bad at Fae rules around us. And the little Fae was like, okay. I forget the little Fae's name, but she was very cute and very sweet. I liked her a lot. But basically, we got all of the ingredients. And the entire time, we're bumping into these Fae who are like, no. Mother said you have to do this and you have to do that, right? Oriana was under the impression, and I was under the impression, that these Fae had been trapped here by Mother to do her bidding, until the little one lets loose that, oh no, we're members of the guild too. We're like your guild siblings. This is just what our job in the guild is. We stay in the garden, and we protect it, and we teach the children how to interact with Fae, so that out in the real world, they don't get injured by Fae who are not, like, under the agreement of protection with Mother in the guild. And Oriana, like, loses her shit. She knows the spell message, so she's sending messages to Mother over and over again, like, Mother, Rigel is dying. Why is now when you decided it would be a good time to test us on our ability to interact with Fae? So Oriana is, like, absolutely pissed. She's so pissed because from her perspective, Mother isn't just purposefully delaying them helping Rigel. Like, Mother doesn't seem to care that someone in her care could die if she's having time to set up all of these fun little excursions. So Oriana is not thrilled with Mother at all. The end of the adventure, we get the ingredients, including one extra special ingredient that Mother didn't ask for. It was kind of like a super secret one. If they can figure out that Mother needs a fourth object and bring it to her, they'll have impressed her greatly. And we did do that. It was a good session. But the end result was that Oriana does not trust Mother anymore. And is actually really upset with how Mother, like, handles things. So that is where I guess I'm going to stop story time tonight. Because I need to go and do some things. I'm going to stream a little early. The end result was Rigel didn't die. That's true. Rigel did not die. And tomorrow I will have running the fourth adventure myself. Let me hop in the bed. I think Estelle's still on. I'll be running the fourth adventure itself. So by Sunday, when we play Digimon Rumble Arena, I should have more stories for you. So look forward to that, ? I don't know if this was at all interesting to you guys who weren't already part of the campaign, but it gave me something to talk about while I strip mined. So yeah, the next time that we come back to Eggshell Acres here on the Mercury SMP, what do I want to do next? I really feel like upgrading the pumpkin farm and getting a villager breeder are our next steps. Maybe upgrading the chicken coop into a chicken farm that will automatically cook chicken for us, as well as give us eggs. That feels like something that I should get on in the near future. But until then, we need to go over to... Yeah, I'm just going to leave the game. I'm just going to leave the game for now. We got to go over and do the... Here we go. All right, close out of that. We got to let this go. We got to let this go. Just so you guys know, for those of you who are subscribers or donators at the $5 level or higher, what I'm planning on doing is actually sharing my DM notes for every game that I run in the hen house, like pictures of my DM notes. So if you guys want to play the same sessions that I write, you have all the information that I used right there. We're also going to be experimenting with having a microphone running while we play game to give a very rough recording of how the session actually went. And those will be available to those of you who are subscribers or donators or Patreon supporters. I have Patreon as well. Let me go ahead and in chat just drop all of those. So here's the Discord. Oh, Discord. Boop. And then Patreon. Then boop, Streamlabs. And if you want access to any of the games that I've already written, you can download them for free on itch. My name is Gata.itch.io. Yeah, those are all my socials. Follow me on Twitter. I'm not on Facebook. I don't have an Instagram. I mean, I technically do, but I don't use it. I'm on TikTok, but I don't actually like put anything on TikTok these days. Yeah, that'll be it. That's gonna be it. Let's see who is streaming right now, and let's see who we can raid. Let's see who we can raid tonight. Let's see here. Let's see, who can we raid? Who can we raid? Who do I know who's online? Lag's running. Tabatai Cooking is making ebiyaki, taiyaki, and yakisoba. Ooh, that's fun. That's fun. Are there any Minecraft streamers who are streaming at... Let's go find a small streamer. Let's go find a small streamer who needs some viewers. Can I sort by viewers, low to high? Let's see here. 0 streamers, 0 viewers, 0 viewers, 0, maybe not 0 viewers. Let's find someone who has... Let's find someone who has an okay amount, because that means that people follow them already. Not that, let's see here. Oh, recently started. That's a better one to go with. That's a better one to go with. Let's see here. There's someone with some SMP, someone in Spanish. We probably want it to be in English, though, quite frankly. Does anyone have any suggestions for people that we could to raid? Let's see here. Are there any VTubers, though? Oh, can I do tags within tags? Search tags, yes! VTuber, let's make a new friend. Let's find a Minecraft VTuber. Let's see. Chill Minecraft stream, mic on, with astronauts. Oh, they look cute. Oh, they look cute. Are they a bunny? They're either a bunny or a bear. So let's raid astronauts. Okay. All right. We're going to be going and raiding them, and it'll be a lot of fun. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you on Sunday for Digimon Rumble Arena and more tabletop role-playing stuff. Did the credits already... No, the credits did not already loop. So I'll wait for the credits to go, and then hit the button. Yeah, there we go. That's everything. All right, let's go raid them. Bye, everybody. Bye.